deal. So it's been great form so far. I think KT should be feeling confident coming into this game 3 with how things have played out so far. I think getting a good pick for Cuz can go a long way. Now we have GENG on the red side for the first time. I think denying the Wukong makes a lot of sense. It'll be interesting to see what they continue to deny, because they were banning Nico Talia on blue side. KT banned the Nico themselves on blue side. I mean, we often see it banned on blue side. It's obviously a really high priority ban, and it's not something you really expect to first pick. But it's a little unfortunate Peter won't get his hands on that.
Definitely is. There was a fan sign that said, GENG 2 weeks of rest? No. GENG played Arena for 2 weeks, unstoppable.
Okay, the ban on the Ornn kind of sets up KT to go for a Rumble first pick.
And a Rumble ban.
So it's saying to GENG, ban Rumble, give us Talia. And now do GENG, they ban the Rumble, so KT first pick Talia. Is essentially the process that's going to come out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you would expect, unless... No.
And I wonder...
Talia's just that good.
I wonder if there was a world where they banned something else, and then they made KT choose between the Rumble and Talia. And could have put them in a difficult spot.
I think they would have just taken the Rumble and, you know, conceded over the Talia and dealt with it in a different way.
Yeah. Looks like GENG eyeing up the Galio, matching some of the global pressure for the Talia. Obviously, early levels, she will just throw rocks at you, but eventually you'll be able to deal with some of the magic damage when you build up some MR. This is a lot of engage for GENG, and a pretty straightforward already dive-focused composition being telegraphed by GENG, which is pretty different to what they had in Game 1 and Game 2, because I feel like both Game 1 and Game 2, they lacked a lot of that sort of very focused engage. Game 2 in particular. So they're making sure they have those lockdown tools. They're going to go for the Cassante for Perfect, not knowing the matchup into Keen, but a pretty stable pick. And also, when you have things like a Vi and a Galio flying in, good at disengaging, peeling those away.
Perfect had that insane triple stun into triple knockup on Cassante up against BNK. He's been looking very strong as the Skarner...
Oh no!
Wolf was talking about this for Canyon.
Denying Canyon's pick.
A future Skarner taken away. Also, just a fantastic tank jungler at disengaging as well. So it's a good pick, I would say.
Conceptually, this is a good pick, right? In terms of what GENG are leaning towards, is this a good pick? Yes. But Cuz has been gapping Canyon to such a degree, do I feel good about Cuz having a Skarner here? Not really. You know, I'd have much preferred him on a more of a carry jungler, whatever it may be, because I feel like the carry potential for Skarner is a lot more limited. A little bit concerned about that, and they will actually prioritize the Rel, really consolidating the amount of engage tools they have and making sure that they have them in the support role as well. When we've already seen the engage supports being limited, Duro having that fantastic Rel game earlier this year, in rounds 3 to 5 in the Legend Group, where he's taking over the map. So we'll have that for him. So much dive threat. And right now, with KT's composition, it's going to be a 2-carry comp. You're going to have BDD and Dokdam as the carries, and you're going to have at least 2 great engage tools with a Galio following up to deal with them. So I'm a little bit concerned for the side of KT. Lulu and Renata taking away some of those supports that you can try and use to keep your AD carry alive.
Corki's still up, notably. It could be something that Ruler plays if it doesn't get banned.
I think they should ban it.
Could be good for Duckdown, but you can't take the risk.
Yeah, I think you have to get rid of it. It's Corki on 400%, I feel like, for Ruler. The only other thing is he could go the Zeri. If you ban Corki, I think he just goes Zeri.
Yorick.
Yorick ban. Okay. I mean, it's been Ruler's most played. I think if you take the Corki, it's great for you. And it denies it from Dokdam in this situation. Zeri also works with this comp. This kind of feels like the composition they had when Ruler did get the quadra kill and the pentakill, but he actually goes with the Civic here. So a lot of movement speed to give to this team. And also with how ability-based the Corki is, you can just kind of shove it in and spell shield a lot of the return damage. So if Dokdam does go the Corki here, it might feel a little less impactful than we've seen at other times. I still think it'd be a good pick here. Having that mobility, a lot of value.
It's still good, regardless of what AD carry you're playing into, just this comp. But Xayah, also fantastic at disengaging and arguably even better, but there is just so much engage on the side of GENG that can you disengage all of it with one Feather Storm is another question.
I think it's hard. You know, I feel like the first two games, I think game one, I think there was a lot going for KT's composition. I think game two, you know, you could see the angle. I think game three, I'm a lot less convinced. And now in a position where, end of the draft, Keen can pick what he wants. Into Perfect, in the top lane, he literally has free reign, and he has been very advantageous in this matchup. You know, we saw him dominate in a losing matchup in the previous game.
Camille.
Oh, man.
Camille Galio. And also Rel and Vi. With Sivir.
Good luck to BDD and Duckdam. Because the thing is now, it's a 2-carry composition, and I just think you just get bowled over when it comes to the team fights. They're just going to run at you, and the Feather Storm's not going to be enough. You know, if BDD pops, you're going to need a Zhonya's. You pop that Zhonya's, while you're in that stasis, you're not doing damage. So I think KT need a significant early lead in this game. They need momentum, and they can't make mistakes, because I think the second they do, I think this game is GENG's.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising to see them lean so heavily into the engage when they started off with Galio and Vi. And I mean, they really rounded it out perfectly. We were thinking about the Corki, but the Sivir really goes well with this comp, so they take that instead. It all just makes sense here for GENG, and there were only so many tools. You know, Renata Glass, Bands, Braum, Fearless Bands. Really enjoyed MSI and EWC, looking forward to LCK Finals and Worlds. We'll see if they can get there. And wouldn't be a big surprise if they do. As we take a look at all the compositions here, very aggressive here from the side of GENG on red side. We'll see if they can do it up against KT Rolster for game number 3. All right, here we go, game number 2. As a win already for GENG, getting the damage on a Duckdom. So Keen is #1, rank 1 in Korean Arena on the leaderboards at rating 4525. What is your rating?
I just looked it up. I'm rank 9,202.
So close. Wow.
I'm not quite as good as Keen, you know.
I mean, you do play with Chronicler and I, so...
Yeah, Keen try and get rank 1 playing with Chronicler. No, that's unfair to Chronicler. Chronicler, he's a great teammate. He gives me the moral support.
Yeah.
We're a great team. There was this one time, you know, it's really funny. So he got Taric, and he got this augment called Overflow, and what it does is it doubles your mana costs.
Yeah.
But it makes it so you do more damage and healing and shielding based on how much mana you have. Oh.
Hello.
Okay, because it's going to get forced away, I would assume. Oh no, Canyon's getting forced away. Good pressure coming out from BDD here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Galio just can't do enough, getting chunked out. But yeah, to my arena point. So he went Overflow on Taric, and it doubled his mana cost, so he just went every round immediately. And we just lost.
That is really funny, yeah.
Yeah, well...
Good story.
I was just silently seething. And he was like, oops, my bad. And now we laugh about it.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
What about when he, like, autos and, you know, gets his cooldowns back, he can spend his mana quicker?
Yeah. It was just like, okay, let's stop. Oh, I'm out of mana. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you for your contribution.
At least he plays Arena with you.
Yeah, when's the last time you played Arena with me?
I think that last time that we played, that was like a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'd be rank 1 if you played with me sometime.
Yeah, not that good.
Okay, to the game. Yeah, so, Cuz, finding opportunity. Oh, we see a gang coming around here from Canyon.
Uh-oh.
Chovy is low, though.
Still, I mean, the stun is going to come in, and Chovy is tanky enough. That's the flash out of BDD, just like that.
Yeah, nice flash pickup. Good gang from Canyon. And if they can find an opportunity to punish BDD's lack of flash in the future, that's going to be a nice pickup.
I would assume they can, with both of those mid laners keeping their flash. As a big trade down in the bottom side, Duckdom is going to win this one, as the engage did come out from Peter.
Yeah, Duckdom not able to find the root on the feathers. You can see Ruler, you just run ahead, able to sidestep when the root comes through. The cleanse burn and on the back end of the trade, so nice there from KT. And again, emphasis on them. They need that early advantage in this game, I feel, to make the team fights work. And because I don't think we've seen like a Skarner carry game in the LCK.
No, not really.
We've seen Skarner have high impact, but he's just, especially because one of the nerfs, you know when he was like really meta?
Yeah.
To take him out of the meta, they nerfed his damage. So he is just a CC bot, you know, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Which, he's not Cassante, right? He's not CC and a million billion damage.
Yeah. The nerfs to Cassante, they were more to his tankiness, right? So he became a little bit squishier and all out and stuff.
Yeah, I think they nerfed a lot of things.
They did, yeah. Keem, okay, he's gonna barely get out of range here.
That was cheeky.
Calculated.
Perfect, keeping him on his toes. He is very low on HP though. And not intentionally, you know, sometimes at level 6 you want to be low HP. No, it's not level 6, he's just low. He does have a lot of biscuits though. He is chomping on those biscuits.
He's the biscuiteer.
He's getting max biscuit value.
All right, here we go once again. Ruler. Stun could come out if he wanted to flash, but not going to force it. There's the flash, and no cleanse this time. Ruler in a ton of trouble. First blood picked up by the Xayah, and now we got Cuz in the bottom lane. Speaking of the Skarner carry, he is here before Canyon can get there. It's now knock up, and, well, yeah, Chovy's going for a little flight. But yeah, nice early pickup here for KT.
So well played. Peter just manhandling Ruler right now in the matchup. Duro doing everything he can to peel for his AD carry. But not able to save him from that. You know, the second rotation of cooldowns comes through. That's one of the things with Leona. You have those low cooldowns available. Okay, that was cheeky.
Got him.
That was very rude. And actually might be a bit rough, because I think...
Chovy? Okay, this time he's going to buffer it once again, but has to flash as the rocks were going to do enough damage.
That's big, because I was thinking there's going to come a point in the game where Chovy just flashes on BDD and kills him while his flash is down. And it's one less tool available to GENG to punish that lack of summoner on BDD. So nice pickup. The laning going well for KT so far in the mid and bot lane. And to be honest, top, Perfect's still keeping up in CS, so I don't think he really cares if he's down in health. Yeah, so this, Peter goes in with his Zenith Blade, waits out the spell shield. The peel comes in from Duro, the Q misses, but he gets the knock up. And then Peter's like, okay,
well, bam.
pulls it down, flash stun, the follow from Duckdom. Beautifully played. And then Duro also has to flash out here. Does land the second Shattering Strike, didn't get the first one, so yeah, just the bot lane of GENG not doing so hot in this matchup.
Yeah. Doesn't feel very good for them. Ruler keeps stepping up to the Leona and finding out what happens when you do that. So, unfortunate for him. But now no flash. Has his cleanse back. Perfect has hit level 6, as has Team. And first Drake also went over to GENG, so that's pretty nice. BDD out on the map, thinking about maybe a play on top side, but Canyon here.
Ooh.
Gonna wall away.
Nice time to get away on that one. It's Ocean Chemtech. So the Ocean, early Ocean is the best dragon, I would say. Just the fact that that sustain and lane really valuable. But then also, Ocean Chemtech means it's gonna be a great soul. So getting those 2 first dragons, if you can get them for GENG, would be massive. But already having one, you feel really good about. And yeah, definitely means that we're not going to get slapped with an underwhelming soul in this game.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what is the worst soul out of what is left? I feel like Cloud is really OP for GENG. It's pretty good for KT, but not amazing. as Cannon's here. Might just press his ult button, waits for the seismic shove. BDD still doesn't have his flash. As the taunt gonna hit both of them, and BDD so close to getting his flash back, but it's not gonna happen. Peter TPing in just to kind of get hit by the Vi, and the heroic exit comes out from Chovy.
It feels so bad because Peter TP's in, Doctam runs over, and they both just get out, and the timing is perfect from KT. I feel like, honestly, something pro players should do is look at your flash timer, and if it's like 45 seconds to go, the amount of times I've seen a gank come in that window.
Yeah.
If you're at that window, just expect a gank, because that's what happens. And Canyon waits for the seismic shove to ult to buffer it. Canyon comes, Cuz comes in, can't get the ult in time because of the CC. And look, you can see on the bottom of the client, his flash is up now. 5, 6, 7 seconds after his death. So pretty unfortunate. But a great timed gank by GENG. Didn't have the flash from Chovy, didn't matter. And KT a little bit too slow to respond.
Yeah, so GENG, they strike back. There's a nice play on the bottom side from KT, but now you've got gold on a Chovy, who is going to be hitting that Hallowed Radiance very quickly. And once that happens, BDD doesn't really deal too much damage to him anymore.
Yeah, not the person you'd want the gold on the most, but you'll take it. Could really pick up. Also, even though there was that kill onto Doctam early on, Ruler's not really behind in that matchup. Oh, the stun. Doesn't, oh, okay. I saw him interrupt the hook shot and I'm like, oh?
Yeah.
Are they gonna go aggressive? They're gonna root him? And Doctam's like, you know, I could, but there's some minions here.
Doctam took a look at his flash. He's like, no, they're gonna gank me.
Yeah.
It's like the Aux principle. You don't want to make a play when you don't have your flash for the next 20 seconds or so.
That's true, actually. You know, if your flash is like 3 minutes away, you know, they ain't thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's like it's like when you have an essay due or something, and you're like
100 words long.
Yeah. And it's like it's for the next day, and you only start working on it at like 1 a.m. in the morning. You know, you're like, guys, the deadline's soon. Gotta get it in. It's the same with summoner spells. It's like, guys, the summoner spell's coming up soon. We haven't done anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to make the gank happen.
Well, that's when you do your best work, right? When you're under pressure.
Exactly.
When the clock is ticking.
To be fair, I think the actual situation was when Canyon had his ult, which is a good tool for ganking a flashless champion. But I like to believe it's the best work, last-minute procrastination mindset.
Yeah.
Because that is what I would do as well.
They'll never expect it. They're going to assume they'll get their flash back in time, but they won't. Little engage onto Cassante, as the two of them are like, nah, we can't do this, and the flash comes out. As now TP to the top lane from Duro. Cuz and Peter sticking around because BDD is here as well. 4v2. As Chovy has his TP as well, not going to use it. In goes Keen, and he's in a bit of trouble. Cuz taking a bunch of damage from the turret, tanks it up. BD gets the aggro, actually. Flashing on in is Cuz. They finally get the kill on a Keen. It looks like Duro should follow, right?
No.
He's going to hop on the horse.
Guys.
I think he just gets away.
There's no way he just walks us off.
He just walks away.
Well, he doesn't actually. He rides away into the sunset.
Exactly.
Wow. What a journey. And it's going to be second Dragon for GENG, which they feel super happy about with the Dragon RNG that came in. So, a very focused effort to make that happen. And I think KT not feeling as good that they only got the one kill there, and they weren't really able to translate it into many plates.
Ooh.
And it's Hextech Soul. Oh, man. So this felt like super split focus that came out here. Everyone is hitting Keen apart from Cuz, who's like just occupying Duro. They do let the tower aggro drop after a bit, because look how much it's doing to BDD. Hitting Peter for a lot, and then they're like, okay, drop it. They're like chasing Duro. And then Doctam doesn't want to flash, and then he can't flash after a point. Peter did. He was like, I'm going in. I've got Hex Flash. I'm a split. I don't care.
And everybody missed.
But Doctam saved his flash and was like, whatever. He definitely could have picked up the kill. And I think I understand the decision to save the flash. I respect it. But it did mean they missed out on that kill. He's going to get another plate there. But the 2 dragons for GENG is feeling pretty good. With it being a Hextech Soul.
Yeah, I mean, Double Dragon is going to be fantastic. The only thing is, if KT continue with the lead, and they're able to compound on this. Maybe they just do what GENG did in game 2 and begin to just stack the Drakes.
Yeah, I'm just a little concerned because, again, my view of this game is that KT needed a lead coming into this one, and the fact that GENG have the 2 dragons means that GENG buy time, and you're buying time with a Sivir and a Camille. You know, it's a little concerning. They really want this top tower.
Being so annoying. All right, 4v3 now, as they've finally called enough troops up to the top lane to continue to stand around.
Okay, they just locked in on this lane.
Right.
Rulo's moving over, but he's like, guys, I could just farm mid. And he will go to do that.
They're still here. And they say we win the 3v3.
Yeah, he really wants those plates. You know, if he was playing Ziggs, he could just kill he could just kill the tower.
Should have played Ziggs.
No, I don't think Ziggs is
the answer. Yeah.
But maybe.
No plates. Just a lot of time spent hanging around, little 3v3 action in the top lane.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's certainly... KT really wanted that tower, and they won't be rewarded for it. It's now Herald up in about a minute. We got Dragon in 2 minutes 40. I think KT still pretty strong where they are right now. Even in terms of play gold as well. But yeah, they're getting the Seraphs is coming through soon for BDD. They have gold leads, you know, in the top lane. But Dokdam as well has a bit of an advantage, so I think they should set up for this Herald. If they get the Herald, you can potentially utilize that either in the Dragon fight itself, in the team fight and Heralds we've seen, or just use it on mid to get extra pressure for the Dragon fight. But this third Dragon, if you lose that third Dragon fight, the game might be in a dire spot.
You just have to fight every single time a dragon is up. You don't have any room to make any more mistakes for the rest of the game.
And it also means it's kind of one of these situations where even if you win the fight, if you lose the soul, you could just be cooked.
Yeah.
We've seen teams win against Hextech Soul, but it makes it so much harder.
I feel like the fact that Dokdam got the 2 kills is pretty huge for KT. Like, the amount of damage the Xayah does as the game comes along, especially when everybody is running straight at her, is going to be pretty huge. So if KT maintain, it's not a huge lead, and they're behind on dragons, but I still see a world in which, you know, Talia Xayah has enough damage and enough peel back that it will be difficult for GENG to engage eventually, as we got a fight brewing here. Looks like they want to engage on someone. Peter's going forward. They say, okay, we might just choose the Leona. Eventually, the damage is there. They go in on the Skarner, and the Galio's right on top as KT are down a member this entire fight and still take the fight. As Peter just a little bit too far forward. As, oh, it goes to Naka! The Xayah Feathers get the kill on the Rift Herald. As now going in is perfect 1v5. He's got Dokdam behind him with the Feathers. He's actually doing a ton of damage. But guys, you're down so many members. As maybe they get the kill on a Canyon. Yes, they will. 505 gold goes to the Xayah. But still a very messy kind of situation around the Rift Herald.
You're seeing how much work Dokdam is doing to try and make this game happen. Literally, this Xayah is doing so much. Ruler trying to step up. He has to be a little careful, although Dokdam is very low. Dragon's up in 24. You need a base. We'll see a replay. So I think the main thing is BDD is just nowhere near when the fight starts. They go on the Leona, who's just not that tanky yet. Then they turn on to the Skarner as well. Dokdam gets a ton of feathers down here, trying to get a big pull. But unfortunately, both the frontliners just die. They're supporting the jungle gone. Misfight Canyon, it went at 2 HP. And then here, Dokdam again gets so much value, setting up the feathers in this situation, gets a big pull in, not able to be threatened because the tower's there. Ults, and then this flip from BDD into the redirect. Beautiful. And now it's given them position onto the Dragon. They should be able to get this. They have the team fighting Herald.
Yeah, no jungler here. Canyon just not here. And the team fight Herald comes out. It's gonna send that mid. It looks like Peter, we know he's willing to send it. Maybe he just looks for the knock-up? No, just taking the wide routes here. As the mid turret goes down, BDD is basically dead. Dokdam is isolated, and Peter probably just dead himself after the charge.
Yeah. Oh, they got Chovy.
No, I guess they didn't. BDD solo has no flash. Dokdam still doesn't have any summoners. Like, very wonky team fights, and GENG is winning them all.
I thought they were going to go for the engage, Harold.
Yeah.
And they went for the... Yeah, so I thought they were going to look for an angle for an engage on, like, Chovy Ruler here.
Go left.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he just went for the tower and just died. And then they're so split. And then I think... I don't have any words to describe that ult from Cuz.
If he gets him, like, he dies.
He's
he
dead.
pulls him
Yeah,
under
100%.
turret, they have enough damage.
He's 100% dead.
BDD and Duck Dom are there, like, he dies.
Galio is not a thin model, you know. He is.
No.
He has a thick character model, and hard to hit, hard to miss. Sorry, and he did miss.
He's
so.
got shutdown gold on him as well. He's got the biggest gold lead in the game. Like, that would have been massive for
Look,
KT.
Cuz has had a great series. That was not a great play. It happens. Right now, GENG, the Dragon went over to KT, but GENG got 2 towers on the back of it, so pretty sizable lead. Especially across the top side. We had that lead between 80 carries. It's kind of disappeared. Rulers 2-1 and 2 now on this Sivir. It's getting a little spooky.
I mean, GENG, they haven't played the cleanest series, but as the series goes on, it does look like they are getting cleaner and cleaner. I wouldn't call this a super clean game, but it's clean enough. And KT have kind of taken the opposite route, where they were clean, and now they're not, as all these fights are very confusing and kind of all over the place.
Lockdown feels like the Keen of Game 2, you know? Like, he is doing everything to try and make this game happen. But it definitely feels like he's against difficult odds right now. GENG favored. They have feature strength. They have a big gold lead. They are still ahead in terms of dragons, despite not getting the last one. They are 18 petals to 1, by the way. They're getting petal dipped as well.
Yeah, I don't really know how that happens. Like, KT had a decent amount of...
These flowers spawn, and whoever hits them, they get the petals.
Ox.
And so GENG will have hit more flowers
It's very helpful.
than KT. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, you said that already.
I feel like we're just going to enter a lull state until the dragon spawns. I don't feel like... You know, KT, they have to wait for GENG to engage into them. There's not really a world where they just run at them. And GENG will play it I
mean, I think
very patiently.
The problem is if KT engage, I think it's pretty hard for Dr. and BD to get damage. If you find a pick, sure, fine. But in terms of a 5v5, you kind of need GENG to come into Dr. so you can get his damage off.
Yeah.
Get value out of the Unraveled Earth. BD went Rylai's. I really don't like this. I feel like you need to be doing damage here. You only have 2 damage threats, and you're going like a utility item? Like, the enemy composition is all going to be on your Unraveled Earth anyway. Like, you don't need the extra slow. I think this is a mistake.
Well, he's going to be pretty tanky. I guess there's that. But yeah, I do agree. You have a very nice front line. Even if they do press everything onto you, then your Xayah will do a lot. And, you know, if you're not a real damage threat, then they can just only go for Xayah, and then you're not really a threat at all if she's already dead. So Chovy just able to push perfect out of the lane. Was up 2 levels, now up just the 1.
Yeah, Perfect only really has armor, so...
Yeah.
And is down in farm quite considerably compared to Chovy. Obviously, even in, like, his lane matchup, but not laning in your lane matchup at the moment.
Just avoid the damage perfect, which he is. But yeah, we're just waiting for this dragon to spawn. There's also Otacon here.
This, I feel like, is the pivotal point of the game. Both objectives up and available. You win a fight heavily here, you get both. And I think especially GENG, they're favored in terms of gold. They have some big item spikes that have just come through. They're heavily favored in terms of petals. If they get these, the game is just over. So KT are fighting for the deficit, and they need to find a way to win this. Otherwise, I think it might just be over, and it might be GENG going to match point.
Which, you know, if they do end up winning the series like 3-1, nobody would be surprised, but it wouldn't tell the story of the way this series started.
No.
And how KT were able to almost win 2 games. But making it pretty interesting regardless, because he notices that the dragon is pulled out here. Going to be a little bit of a flip, it looks like, as the turn not really coming through. The wall is there, and it goes over to Cuz. Picks it up, denies the soul points. As Cuz absorbing a lot of the pressure, as now they go in with the Galio. Duckdom has to go to the feathers. He's so far up in this one, just has to flash away, can't do the damage, and now they just run at them with the on the hunt. As Duckdom steps back into the Galio, and that will be enough. The kill goes over to Ruler with the red buff, and Cuz is out of there as well. And this should be at least the Otacon to GENG.
It's a good smite from Cuz, but it's just not enough in the team fight. Domination from GENG, and with the Otacon as well, I feel like this game is pretty over and done. Such an advantage is going to be picked up from this, and I think they're just not going to have the damage from here on out. Let's see how the fight played out. So Cuz, you know, he gets the dragon and is kind of in an uncomfortable spot here, but he's just the front liner. Duckdom gets engaged on, has to Featherstorm from here because he's in such an uncomfortable spot. But he's used his main cooldown, he's used his flash, he's already low, and he just gets run down by the rest of them. Perfect zoned up to the side. BDD had to flash over, and then he's just chased down by Ruler. This comp is so unforgiving. You know, you have the movement speed of the Sivir, the movement speed of the Rel. They will just chase you down.
It's just another one of those fights that, you know, they were all scrambling to get into the Drake, and it left them in a really awkward position, especially for Duckdom. Like, you want to be kiting back in a straight line, ideally, not fighting around the corner of the Dragon Pit with your 80 carry next to the Galio. Yeah. You know, that you're never going to win a fight like that with this composition.
If you have to ult and flash just to get into where your starting position should be, you know it's already cooked.
All right, well, they're looking for the Cassante here, as everything going to be used in terms of the flash and the dash. Perfect, nowhere for him to go. You're not getting away from Camille and Galio. And Vi.
You know what? At least KT have a pedal. It's better than another certain game we've seen.
I feel like we had that zero.
We had that zero pedal. You think it'd be better to have zero?
Then maybe it's like, okay, they've made a conscious decision not to get pedals, but now it's like they were trying.
Who took the pedal? who made the?
Yeah, we need to know who got the pedal actually.
Who was the one pedal taker in the course of this game? We don't know. Someone broke the line.
Any peddlers?
Yeah. Peddlers, yeah. Peddler.
Yeah. It works better in American English.
Peddler.
But you're probably like petal.
Peter pedaled a pedal.
Peter pedaled a pedal for his pedaling team.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Good job, Peter. It probably wasn't Peter, but for the rhyme, it has to be.
Yeah, it works the best, you know. It's so fortunate that we have Peter here.
Yeah, otherwise, BDD, we have Perfect. I mean, that's pretty good, too.
Peter and Perfect pedal to pedal. I'm losing it.
Look at the damage they're taking just standing next to the turret.
Just existing is pain right now for KT.
IE Sivir, 3 items.
Yeah, pretty strong. They're just going to go to Baron. You know, why not? Why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is gone.
It's pretty spooky. Pretty hard to see in that vicinity. Cuz is walking over. I don't think you get anywhere close. He's 2 levels down.
They have vision now. He's got to just send it. He doesn't have his flash. He will get into the pit. They do turn onto him, though, as a lot goes into the Skarner. But will the damage be there for the Xayah as Ruler gets pretty low? Keen also getting low on the right side. That's a kill to Duckdom, but some heavy health bars here on the side of GENG. And some really low ones on the side of KT. It's going to push them back in the 1-for-1, but at least they stopped the Baron.
Honestly, decent from KT, you know, finding the value as GENG start. Oh, there it is!
Peter!
It was Peter!
Peter the pedal peddler!
Peter the pedal peddler, we got the lore! Oh, good in production. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Duckdom getting so much value here. The ult from Cuz holding Keen in front of him. And the Baron was also actually hitting Ruler for a lot of this fight, so not ideal circumstances for GENG. I'm just so in awe that we found Peter, Peter the pedal peddler.
I mean, I guess it's not. No, it is very difficult. Very good job, production.
Thank you very much.
I was gonna try to explain it, but I don't think it's worth. Duckdom has done the most damage in the game,
but he doesn't have the most pedals in the game.
He doesn't.
That was Peter. Well, on
his
KT,
team.
on KT, sorry.
Yeah.
I do think there's a good chance someone on GENG has more pedals than Peter.
Probably.
Not
yeah,
proportionally,
I would say, yeah.
you know. Right now, Peter has 100% of his team's pedals, so I think proportionally, he has the most.
Just taking the dragon.
Yeah.
Hiding on bush for KT.
They are trying to move over. Cuz with a slick smite, maybe?
I mean, he's going to get in, and Canyon is here, but he's alone as the smite goes to KT again. It's a third Hextech dragon.
Let him go, let him go. Let him go.
Was thinking about not letting him go, but he's going to let him go.
Let him go.
And there you go. So the kill does go to GENG. They should be able to get the Baron off.
How do they have 3 dragons? I'm just in disbelief. They just let him walk in. Okay, perfect died. Not ideal, not optimal, but just all you have to do is try and prevent them from getting Baron.
This Baron actually does damage. You were talking about it before, hitting Ruler. This is the Baron that does a ton of damage. So Ruler's got to be careful. You've still got Duckdom, who is a Fountain Laser. Little flank here from Chovy on the right side, but Duckdom's got good positioning for now. But the front line is just being chewed apart here by GENG. They're going to take him down. Now the ult comes in on the VDD, and the follow-up is there as well. Nice damage here from Duckdom, though. They go very deep for the kill on a VDD, and there's the taunt as the Feather Storm comes in. A massive flash to get him out with the feathers. But it's still a win to GENG.
Ruler?
Yeah, Ruler's looking for it, and with no Feather Storm, you will be taken out. As Ruler flashes the Samsung Galaxy, and they will be taking this Baron now.
So hard to fight from this much of a deficit. KT, they managed to get the Dragon, but they can't stop the Baron. And GENG, I don't think it really matters that they lost that Dragon in the end. They will pick up the Purple Worm. They will be able to use his buff. Likely to push to an end because they're going to have a 10,000 gold lead after this. Pretty hard to overcome.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's back. He's here.
Just hanging out, watching the Baron go down.
It was already hard to 5v5, but in this 4v5, the Unraveled Earth gets thrown down, and they kind of just push in and explode Cuz. And then Keen looks for BDD. Duckdom finds a good angle, like hitting from over the wall here. And then Chovy comes in over the wall, ends the taunt a little early, so Duckdom doesn't get the ult in time. And then Ruler, this is so cheeky. Hello. Just sneaks around, and Chovy was there to tank the tower to guarantee it. Yeah, well played from GENG. They are now incredibly far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Drakes and Xayah are nice, but 11,000 golds is nicer.
And 38 petals.
38 empowered petals.
Yeah. It's a lot.
GENG are the peddlers now. Doesn't quite have the same ring. Doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, they need someone with a name starting with P on their team, really.
Yeah.
If you want to have the peddlers. Who else do we have in the league who would be? Do KT just have a monopoly?
Nah, Prince doesn't work that well because of the R.
Does KT just have a monopoly on people who would be good peddlers?
There must be someone else that has a name starting with P, right? That we're just
But it's like the PE, you know? Like Peter, perfect.
Peter and perfect, yeah.
It's so good.
All right, collapse here on a Keen. This is a Camille level 17 with flash. Gonna catch him out of the hook shot. Does not get over the wall. The exhaust is there. Peter's taking insane amounts of damage.
Peter.
And now the Galio comes in. And Keen is like, well, good try, guys. Nice work, buddy.
He's a little strong.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hit the attempt. I think you have to try something, but this game is feeling pretty doomed right now. 13,000 gold lead. They're just pushing the waves. And the problem is, you're so hard to stand near the tower because the Sivir just chunks you from the ricochet.
Yeah.
See Duckdom clearing the waves, but they're just gonna. Oh, they're gonna go the triple inhib.
I thought about another player that starts with P, by the way, Peanut.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
How did we miss?
That's kind of the very obvious one.
Peanut, the peddler. Yeah.
Yeah, it works. But the Val is different, though. Nice knockback here on a Chovy. That's going to be a follow-up, but Perfect just gets pelted. The Chovy does as well, but he's got so many stacks on his Magice, he's going to play it safe. Trying to hold on desperately to the Nexus turrets, but 15,000 gold and a redemption. It's going to keep them healthy for now.
Look at the counter minions. They are just shredding these towers.
Yeah, they really are. Engage will eventually just come in. They're trying to burst down Chovy, but he just goes gold, and the Impale is there, but the damage is not. Duro gets low, but it just doesn't matter. GENG, they were going to win this game for the last 10 minutes, and they finally are going to take down the Nexus alongside of it, as they will take the lead in the series 2-1, and now are on match point.
Yeah, Dr. tried to do everything he could in this situation, but it just wasn't quite enough. And I think GENG, their comp was a lot easier to play, a lot of engage tools, late engage, and they just were playing this one so much cleaner. I feel like we were wondering when GENG would show that level of form, we were wondering when they'd wake up. It feels like we've hit that point, game 3 in this series.
They definitely did. Says they don't know what losing is. I mean, they did lose game 1, but they've forgotten. So now they don't know again what losing is. And they don't lose best of 5s. They haven't for a very, very long time. You were saying it was LCK Cup?
LCK Cup Finals to Honor Life Esports.
That was like, it feels like that was years ago. Obviously, it's just earlier this year, but it's a long time.
I do want to say, Dr. has been playing out of his mind. Was doing so much damage on the Jin, and that was a Jin into Braum, Xin Zhao, Gwen, which is not an easy Jin game to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Yunara had some great moments, but it just wasn't enough. I will say, hopefully they can get Cuz more for carry. I think it's not over for KT, but that's got to be a blow to the confidence. Hopefully they can bounce back and take us to 5, because GENG look back in form.
Yeah, we'll see what the draft looks like, but first we'll have to take a break. We'll be right back.
대포하게 된다. 아니야 온다 이제. 괜찮아 쭉 가자 쭉 가자. 얘 미던 다시 나 공격 갈게. 미던들 노플. 미던들 노플. 나 상태 안 좋아. 내가 노플. 하나부터 올게. 그냥 보자. 야 좋아. 펜타. 내가 먹었어. 펜타. 개 아깝네. 근데 내가 1킬 했어. 아 그래?